When I was presented with this idea of the first step, that's a radical idea for someone who's been self-willed and self-centered and selfish their entire life. This idea that your real problem is that you lack power.
When I came into AA, I believed God could restore me to sanity. But it wasn't until I experienced the unconditional love of my first AA family that I believed God would and could restore me to sanity.
This step to me was about becoming receptive to the messengers, that I finally became open-minded and teachable and willing to take direction from someone other than myself. And when that happened, everything changed for me.
I spent years trying to understand why it felt so bad to be me. This step gave me the answer, and it was the beginning of change. I could see how fear had been running my life and how my reactions just made things continue to get worse.
For the first time in my life, I was able to be honest with somebody else about who I really was. I'd spent most of my life living in fear, afraid to tell people who I was, what I was thinking. I became part of a community. I felt part of something. I was no longer alone.
My character defects brought me to my knees. I couldn't change. I didn't like what I was doing. I couldn't change myself. I was acting out of my own spiritual integrity, and my best effort was not enough. I couldn't change.
I feel like this is about humility, that I have to find the humility to ask for help and something I can't do on my own. And not only do I need help in not using drugs, but I need help in being the kind of human being I want to be.
Making the list was not difficult for me, but becoming willing to own my part of what I'd done, to look at it as the whole truth, exactly the way it happened, and become willing to knock my pride down, knock my self-centeredness down, my selfishness down. Those were things that were huge roadblocks for me.
Each time I made an amend, I prayed, and I spoke with my sponsor. She was able to guide me through my amend, which was, I feel terrible about this specific thing I did. Whatever it was. Let me know what I can do to make up for that. Now that was really hard to say.
If I don't pay attention, I may turn out to be somebody I don't want to be. This step says, take inventory. Don't return to automatic fear and give away God's peace.
This has helped me develop a relationship with my higher power that is much deeper the more I practice this. And ultimately, this has allowed me to connect with people in such a way that I was never able to do.
One of the things that we sometimes forget about the 12th step is that no one else can do what we do. There's a difference when you go carry your story to another human being. It's not about information. It's not a didactic process. It's a process of heart. And when you share your life with another person, you have the ability to affect them and change them in a power that isn't present in any other way. People can't argue with that. It's not intellectual. It is an experience. And when you share that, it's a pretty profound experience.